Welcome to Beyond Awareness. On Tuesday, we talked about the one question, what feedback is the universe showing me, and how it forces us to think about what's actually happening in our lives, not just what we want to have happen. Today, I'm going to be giving you prompts to help you journal or even just think through some specific questions to help you understand what is actually happening in your life that we might be too busy to really see, and then connect the dots to give you some clarity and direction. So let's dive in. Prompt number 1. What conversations are you actually having lately? Think about with who and what is the content or context of those conversations. Prompt number 2. What people are you actually running into? So you might not be having a conversation with them like in prompt 1, but if you're out and about, are you seeing certain people at the grocery store or in Target or at the gas station? Or are you seeing the same person as you're scrolling social media? Like out of nowhere, the same person from high school or the same person from your past keeps showing up. So what people in your life are you actually running into, whether that be physically or digitally? Prompt 3. What habits are you actually falling into? Not in a judgy way of, I'm not staying on track, or I am staying on track, but as in, maybe my subconscious is guiding me. If you are viewing it from that perspective, what have you been avoiding or pursuing? Prompt 4. If anything, what have you been afraid to pursue or claim, and why? This is going back to Tuesday's episode on how I realized that I love talking about business, but I was afraid to claim that for many different reasons. Prompt 5. This is where we connect the dots. Could what's actually happening in your life be linked to what you desire? Or is it aligned guidance pushing you towards something different? Amazing job. Now, where you connected those dots, you might not have very clear, actionable steps and direction today, but I am thinking that you probably are able to see things more clearly, maybe something that you didn't notice before because you actually gave yourself the time and space to see things as they are, not constantly changing a specific thing that's happening in your life and immediately saying, nope, this is what I want it to be. This is what it's going to be. But actually noticing what is happening and maybe also realizing that it's a good thing. That if you did recognize it for what it is, even if it's different from what you thought you wanted, A, maybe it's a good thing. B, maybe it's not so different from what you wanted. And C, maybe there is a way that you could pursue it while not burning down your life, while not completely abandoning ship. And I'm thinking that it's pretty similar to what it is that you want. It's just a little shift that I think will feel a lot better once you start aligning with that and accepting that that's what's happening and really questioning why it's happening and what other feelings are coming up for you when you notice that. Notice those people in your life. Notice why that's happening. And if it's not what you want, if you're like, no, my life is not great right now, I'm not loving that this is happening, I always take that as a sign that it's a lesson that needs to be learned. And the sooner that I can learn the lesson, like I have had many seasons where a challenging person has consistently been annoying me via text messages or whatever the case. And the sooner I learn the lesson about boundaries and actually embodied it, it went away. It got better. And I felt so empowered afterwards. So if things aren't ideal and it's not so rainbows and butterflies and happy and glory, then I think that's amazing too, because it's guiding you and giving you direction towards a lesson that will help you feel more light once you get through it. And once you can embody that, you're going to feel amazing. So what is that lesson? What could that person be teaching you? And it will be pointing to why you feel so frustrated. Why do you feel so annoyed? Man, this is the work that I also love to do. Not just business, but like whatever that emotion is, if you're angry about it, if you can really think about or just feel in your body the why behind it, it's telling you immediately, oh, it's because you don't have boundaries. Or, oh, it's because they specifically touched the, what is that? Like the trigger point, your button on this thing. And once you can set up a boundary around that or have a conversation around that specifically, or understand your specific rules that you want in place, like maybe you've been so wishy-washy and you're feeling resentful, but also realizing that you have never taken a full stand in something, come up with your stand and you're good to go. So dive into those emotions. I'm so curious what came up for you, what is happening in your life, and if it aligns with what you want, or if this is a season where you're learning a lesson. Thanks for tuning in today, and I will see you next week. Thanks for listening to Beyond Awareness, the podcast where we close the gap between knowing and doing. If you're ready to heal what's holding you back from success, start with my free Calm Mind Blueprint at www.samanthapenkoff.com/calm-mind. It's a 5-day strategic journaling practice with prompts and voice guidance from me. And if you want to go deeper, book a 90-minute breakthrough intensive. Links for both are in the show notes. And if you know someone who would benefit from this episode, I would be so grateful if you shared it with them so that they can make decisions from clarity instead of drowning in overwhelm. I will see you next time.